Let's
Oh,
fucking
God.
go.
Oh no. More like cringe tuber, am I right?
That was a good one.
Whoa. Well, save it for the witness stand.
So
Bailiff, smack his nuts.
Bailiff,
Don't have a bailiff.
whack his
Shit.
pee-pee. That's alright, the judge can do it.
Bailiff, slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Now slide to the right. Now, bailiff, I want you to cha-cha real smooth, okay?
One hop this time, alright?
No, I said only one. One.
Bailiff!
Got ya! Oh,
Way! Get the fuck out of my courtroom. I double pinged.
Holy shit.
I double pinged in a short period of time.
Mods, ban him.
You can't ban me from my own Discord, nerd!
Mods, rotate him 90 degrees.
No! I can't have that. I'll get, like, dizzy.
Mods, add an extra atom to his body.
Where is it? What did it do?
That's for you to find out, boy.
Oh no. Okay. So yeah. I am le juge because also, hello Daryl. The prosecution has entered the chat. What the fuck?
Huh?
Daryl, you can't be in my chat. This is like against
Cheating.
like confidentiality agreements.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Camera courtroom, yeah.
am I pleading my own innocence as a defense?
No, you have you have a client, and I think you get to design their face.
I see.
And then Daryl is the one who presents what they are accused
yeah,
of.
I know how a court works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know
Okay,
that.
great. I don't. So
All right, you're gonna. All right.
this is
You're
my
a
first
journalist,
article,
so
guys.
that's
Be
about right,
gentle.
yeah. I mean, you're an uninformed journalist. That's 100% accurate.
Dude, it is absolutely accurate. All right,
Well,
Prosecutor Daryl,
Oh.
you may present your
I
charges.
didn't get to pick his face at all.
Oh, what the fuck? He's just a sad
how's
dude.
this work? Write down info or notes. Check your build.
Hey, order. Order in the court.
Order?
Order.
Alright, what? So, hang on. What?
Yeah,
How's
that's
this
not
work?
what I
Present it or build a narrative? Oh! For durable. No. Shit. How am I gonna get this one?
Bro. All right.
Okay, so how's this work? I present evidence.
Firstly, okay, so I basically I control the court, right? So whoop, there we go. Okay, so I don't know how it works in actual courts, but defense, you may start.
I see. Well, Your Honor, you see, I present this irrefutable evidence. What is this doing?
Energy drink. It just showed up in the evidence
You
tab.
see, this man is a criminal insomniac. He is incapable of sleeping like a sane, normal human being, and as such, has no sense of or bearing on reality. Energy drinks is all he has, Your Honor. He's an addict. Please, have mercy on him.
So are you pleading insanity?
I'm pleading incapability of having a normal work schedule.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh,
Sorry, I was...
Oh,
objection! Honor, please
Oh.
disregard this. It's
Oh.
a lie. It's not. It's false.
that sounds very scandalous.
It's false. Please. So do I have to keep presenting evidence?
Well, you can
You
keep
see-
presenting evidence. However, I would like
see.
to hand over to. Do you have anything else to say about the current?
Yes, and also, Your Honor, you also have to understand that he was in a serious situation. That the energy drinks caused failure of his bowels. He was unable
Ooh.
to come to the gaming session. He's currently in the presence of an ambulance worker on the hospital as we speak.
I see. Okay. All right. So the current story for the defense is that he had many energy drinks due to his insomnia, leading to his
That's
inability to tell what was going on in reality.
That's right.
And because of the energy drinks, he has spent an eternity on the loo and has been unable to come out.
That's right.
Your Honor,
Yep.
a bit of a question.
Yes.
The defense is claiming this, but isn't the accused right next to him?
Yes.
It's just...
Oh,
Your Honor.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I didn't
No,
mean
no.
to. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
Honor, you see,
I'm sorry. I think. Oh, breaking news.
Oh no.
Man, the press are really not helping your case right now. Unfortunately, Defense Attorney Kaiser, I must hand it over to the prosecution now. I believe you've had your time.
try and beat
Prosecution, you may present your case. Bro, Bilbo's going off right now. Ooh. Prosecutor Daryl, what does the credit card imply? We can't hear you speaking. Oh no. Do you have the right microphone selected, good sir? Do you have push to talk enabled, perhaps?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I mean, no.
Your
we can't
Honor.
hear you.
Your Honor, I plead sabotage by the defense. But
What?
anyway, as you
Slander.
see, I present the doctor's credit card. As you can see, he is still poor as fuck.
I see.
Therefore, the defendant never even showed up. He is lying. He knew full well that he had a gaming session, but he
Objection, Your
doctored
Honor.
a doctor's note.
What on what
Objection, Your
basis?
Honor.
On what basis?
On incorrect evidence and false accusation. If you will recall, I stated that the ambulance came to him while he was on the toilet.
Okay. However,
Ow.
the declined credit card does indeed imply that the defense was rejected at the hospital. So perhaps
Objection, Your Honor, if
You-
you will. My defendant is jobless and currently on free Medicare. No hospital bills are required.
okay. That's a pretty good objection. Prosecution, do you have anything to say in defense?
Your Honor, I only have this party hat, which I have for some reason. No, I do not have anything else. Please continue.
Copy that. Alright, I guess party hat will be stricken from the record. Alright, defense, you may present your case once more.
Well, you see, Your Honor, after the fiasco on the toilet, just as he was preparing to come to the gaming session, you see, this critical adventure in his life happened. Something truly tragic. He was given a love letter
Oh,
Oh my god, how sweet.
by none other than the journalist in the corner over there.
Oh!
what? What?
Whoa,
No!
this is scandalous. Whoa!
No,
I
it wasn't.
present
Everyone
to the
look
court.
away.
Whoa,
Look
whoa,
at this.
whoa,
Went
whoa.
through something.
Order, order, order!
I
It is a nice, it is a
This
nice.
is a very nice
I
painting.
present that everyone
It's a
here
very
has
nice
seen
painting.
the writings of this journalist and
Thank you.
knows his ability to spin a story. And he
I don't even
has
know
been-
how to
he
write.
has been having a
Order!
sex affair with my client for the last 2 weeks, which is why he is keep missing the gaming session.
Order! Order, I say! Order!
Was also known at the gaming session.
No!
Order! Defense Attorney Kaiser, if you do not bring order to my court, I will be forced to stun you.
I see. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Do you have actual evidence that this was from the journalist in the court?
Yes, I do. Right here, is the access badge for the journalist that was found at my defense.
Oh my god!
House.
It
What?
wasn't me. I was in class. I was studying. I'm not a real journalist.
Lies, Your Honor. I have my final piece of irrefutable evidence.
Remember as well that you have a stressed intern as your witness that you can call upon.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I will call him in one moment, but I have one final piece of evidence to present.
So, do you know what
This
a bribe
cum
is?
sock, which has the DNA from the
Whoa!
journalist, was found
Whoa.
at the location.
Oh,
Whoa!
I've never seen that sock in my life. Don't you dare.
Size 47. Holy shit.
Your Honor, what can I say? He's a grower, not a shower.
Jesus.
Okay. Were you able to get DNA back on this sock?
It's still being processed, Your Honor, but early indications indicate it was DNA from a white sock with rainbow colors.
Okay. Unfortunately, there are 2 white socks with rainbow colors here, and on top of that, if you don't have the police
but the
inquest,
access badge, Your Honor.
if you don't have the
Ow.
if you don't have the appropriate police inquest and evidence, I must throw out this evidence as hearsay.
Your Honor, at this time, I must call in the stressed intern as a witness.
Oh,
Ross,
Hello.
Do you, still do you know what a bribe is?
okay.
Good afternoon.
Go forward.
Stressed intern, is it not true that you are an intern for Bilbo the journalist?
Yes, I am, sir.
Is it not true that oftentimes you have seen Bilbo sneak away suspiciously?
I have noticed his absence on many occasions.
Your Honor. Objection, leading
Is it-
questions.
All right. Sustained. Please do not lead the witness.
Apologies, Your Honor. Stressed intern. Has Bilbo reported recently losing his access card?
May I refer to my notes, Your Honor?
Russ.
You may.
According to my notes, there was a report of a missing ID card, but that was several months ago, not
Shut
a
up.
few weeks ago.
So, okay. Just to clarify, stress intern, if I may
Yes.
call you that. The object in question, the access badge, has been lost for months.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, you may continue with your questioning, Defense Attorney Kaiser.
Have you ever noticed
Welcome,
the
Cannibal.
journalist and the defendant hanging out together or participating in events with each other?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever noticed
Sir, sorry.
long periods of time where the defense attorney and the journalist have simultaneously been absent together?
Shut up.
Order! Stop assaulting the witness!
Sir, that was Daryl. That wasn't me.
What?
Carry on.
To answer your question, yes.
So you have confirmed you've seen them separately. It's interesting. In your opinion, knowing as a character who knows Bilbo well, do you think him capable of committing an affair with my defendant?
Yes?
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Alright.
I have no further questions for the witness.
My
That-
journalistic integrity.
Thank you, stress intern. Now, very quickly, Defense Attorney Kaiser, I must
Yes.
ask a clarifying question. What are you implying with this collection of evidence?
I am implying, as you remember, the charge against my client is missing the gaming session.
Correct?
I indicate that it in fact
That he was. Sorry, clarification. The accused is Jason. The accused is potentially guilty of quadruple booking the gaming session.
Well, you see, Your Honor, I stipulate that it was not in fact my client who booked who quadruple booked. It was in fact the journalist.
No. Shut up. You don't know anything.
Prosecution, do you have anything to say?
Your Honor, I would like to bring forth new evidence that has just been presented to me. It is scandalous.
Please submit to the court.
Utterly scandalous. I have the security camera footage.
Oh shit!
Your Honor,
I mean,
Your Honor, you see,
Yes.
This is nonsense. It's a
Your
lie.
Honor,
Fuck.
Your Honor, you see, the journalist did not in fact go to the accused room, but in fact went to the intern's room.
Wait.
Now,
What are you saying?
now what happened in the intern's room?
It's not related to the sock. It's not related to the sock. Please.
is not for me to say. However, right next to the intern's room, which was making very loud noises, it was in fact the accuser's room. And in fact, if the footage is to be believed, he was in the room at the time. You can see lights flashing. He was playing video games.
Ooh,
He was on Discord setting up the other sesh. Your Honor, he is guilty as sin.
now,
Just like this guy over here.
now, prosecution. I'm very sorry. I must clarify that it is not a good idea to, as we do not have a jury, it is not a good idea to
Fucking dare.
present theoreticals in the court
Your Honor.
unless you can prove for certain that the the defense, the accused, was indeed in that room playing video games. I'm gonna have to ask you to try and tone that down.
Oh, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I
concede.
must say that's going to be impossible for the prosecution, as they are lying. They have no evidence.
Defense, I'm gonna have to ask you to
You
hold your
fool.
tongue for the moment.
That security camera had a full 720p. Okay, it was a good security
That's, I
camera.
mean, that's pretty good.
That's a lot of fees.
That is a lot of fees. Now, prosecution, do you have anything else to say or present?
Your Honor, I do not. I really don't know what this evidence tray is. There's nothing here. Why is there a bank account full of money? Who is this? Your Honor, I rest my case.
Would you like to call? Sorry, would you like to call upon the witness?
He's rested his case.
You know what? I will call upon the witness for one final time.
All right,
Slander.
all right. The prosecution calls up witness
Hello,
doctor.
motherfucker.
Now, witness,
Thank you, Cannibal. Bit of both.
can you mention where you found this sock that was presented to the evidence tray?
It was presented when he arrived in the ambulance, sir.
I see. Was at any point the sock's presence confirmed in the accused room?
May I read my notes, Your Honor?
You may.
How'd you do that?
Fuck.
According to the notes given to me by the ambulance crew, he was found in the presence of multiple socks.
Multiple.
Yes.
Objection.
Now-
Your Honor.
Now,
Hold on.
Multiple socks. The objection.
Objection.
The presence of multiple socks has no bearing on this trial. The only sock that's relevant is the sock, any sock pertaining to the DNA of the journalist or my client.
Overruled. This
I-
this overruled. Overruled on the account of relevance. You may continue. You may continue prosecution.
I'm sorry, my honor.
witness. Thank you for
Right,
your
ignore
help.
that,
I have
sorry.
no other words. I just wanted to confirm that. Thank you.
Do you have anything? Do you have any final statements, Doctor, before we send you back to
So, Honor, what about my cross-examination?
Oh, of course. Sorry. You may cross-examine the witness.
Mr. Doctor.
Yes?
Among these socks, was any DNA confirmed to be from the journalist or the defendant?
At least
May I
one.
read my notes again?
You may consult your notes freely.
Don't look at me like that, you fucking whore.
Man, if I had another headline, I'd be putting that in there.
Yes, according to the notes, one was found with,
Oops,
with
sorry.
DNA evidence in them.
DNA evidence of the journalist?
Well-
Yes.
No! He's lying! He's lying!
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Defense. Sorry, Mr. Doctor, I'm going to dismiss you now.
Thank you for your input.
Prosecution, do you have anything to say in response to the final statements
No.
made?
No, Your Honor, I rest my case.
Unfortunately, I must therefore. Unfortunately, given the overwhelming evidence on the defense's side and the
No.
backing of witness testimony,
Your Honor, objection.
go on.
Please, I saw it on the security camera footage. Please, you have to believe
I
me.
understand, and we have all viewed the security camera footage now. Unfortunately,
I've seen this security camera footage. It's a lie.
I have. It's got 720p's and everything.
order!
Oh.
Order! I have reached my verdict. No further comments shall be made. I find the accused, Jason, not guilty.
No, it's clearly
Oh my
guilty. What is this?
Whoa.
Released, they swore never to set foot in a courthouse again. 5 minutes later, they realized they'd left their wallet inside and had to beg security to let them back in. Oh, man.
Oh man.
Alright, if I hit play again, does it do the same?
Oh god.
No, we should be able to set a new one, don't we?
There we go.
Yeah,
there
it brings
we go.
us back
Okay.
to the lobby. There we go. Give me a sec.
Okay,
I'd
so you want-
love to be the witness.
All right, you go for it. I'll click and random until I get somewhere.
Let me. No, why can't I go for witness? Why can't I join?
Ah,
Like,
Very
Cannibals.
good question.
Cannibals in chat.
There you go.
Yay.
By the way, this
Alright.
game is $8 for anyone wondering. You
Yeah,
you
it's
should probably get it.
like $7. It's great. You can join Sniper and Cannibal if you want.
I can't believe Jace was innocent. How could this be? I was
It
clearly
was
guilty
such a
as
shock.
sin.
Well, look, I'm sorry. The defense
Um,
presented a really good case.
Daryl,
He did.
FYI, you only get 3 headlines, which I didn't realize until I'd used them all. So I was just sitting there trying to fucking.
Bilbo, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have
Yeah,
had
okay,
that affair.
I gotta continue
My
the
God.
career of
My
defending.
journalistic integrity only allows me to publish 3 headlines. Otherwise, it's too much.
All right, very well. I'll keep the case up. Hang on, let me get into a.
Alt tab from BG3 at the moment. Fair enough,
Oh,
Do
Cannibal.
you, Dino and Kaiser? Do you want to swap so that way you're doing
Oh,
something new each?
Let's do it.
Sure, hang on. Let me get into my defense
Yeah.
attorney clothes.
You have to understand though, like, I was going through the
Oh.
stuff.
True, true. I need to
was like-
swap.
I looked at all the
Can't like my
evidence. I
beloved.
was like, there is nothing I can use.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, look, mine weren't great either. I kind of just made shit up.
clearly better at making shit up than I am.
I'll admit I did do a bit of a I am chaos time.
All right, what should I wear?
Also, you don't have notes. I was just making shit up on the spot.
Oh, I know. Alright. I'm still eating my burger and chippies, but I can do defense at the
What
same
burger?
time.
Are you eating a zinger over there?
No,
Yeah, what is it?
a double quarter pounder.
Okay,
Fuck.
based.
I'm so
Fuck,
jealous.
Double quarter pounders are nice. They're actually decent enough, like filling enough what they actually can do a meal.
Judge, the witness would like to share a meal with the defense.
Where's my meal?
The journalist is not allowed to be involved.
What the fuck?
Stinky.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What?
Bilbo, ready
I
up.
can't help it. Fuck!
All right.
Yeah,
here we go, here we go, here we
ready!
go. Journalism time.
Holy shit, it's
Alright.
fucking Edgeworth! I'm so fucked! I'm so fucked! I can't even remember what I look like. What is that outfit, Bilbo?
Shut the fuck up!
I'm
Do you want me defending your side or not? Shut up!
alright, yeah, fair enough. Well, currently, there's nothing my client is accused of. It's alright, buddy, we're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you out. Oh!
No.
Abuse of Humvees! Oh, man.
Oh my!
Oh, man.
So to give context, BTAG is the other unit we play with. It's the other gaming group we play with.
Your Honor.
Okay, hold on.
Actually,
Your Honor has to
yeah.
choose who goes first. So if you get
No,
if you
no,
grab
no, no.
if you grab the gavel, you can That one calls forth the witness. If you scroll
Stop
up and
sign.
down, and yeah,
Oh,
if
sorry,
you
right here now.
if you scroll up and down, it'll change the mode of your mallet. So that's like sentencing, and then that's who can speak.
Okay, yep.
Ow.
Your Honor, you may present your prosecution. Present your case.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Your Honor, this case starts like so
It's
many
okay, buddy.
others.
It's okay.
A group of idiots, absolute buffoons, who cannot count
Objection!
to 5.
Objection, Your Honor. Sorry.
This is my
Objection!
opening statement. You can't object right now.
Ow.
No objections
Your
at this
Honor.
time.
I make the claim that Borderline Tactical, on many occasions, have made abuse of Humvees through mismanagement, driving them into towns, flipping them, killing civilians with them, and a string of other crimes. I will show that the character of BTAC is such that it is irrefutable to believe that they are capable of abusing these poor vehicles.
All right,
That's my
then. Thank
opening
you very
statement.
much.
Do you want me to present evidence?
Let me get the defense first to present their opening statement.
Okay.
Your Honor, the prosecution brings forth a rather heinous case. One I might even say slanderous, potentially libelous if the press were to get in on it. BTAC is a trustworthy and skilled group of professional soldiers, and I will prove that they do in fact not abuse Humvees. That is my opening statement. Oh.
Yep. All right.
That's what I mean. It's become libelous.
Oh my. What scandal? Prosecution, you may present your first round of evidence.
My first piece of evidence is a gathering of police officers that occurs, without a doubt, every time Borderline Tactical enter any built-up civilian area, and immediately cause problems with every single living being they see. Just a few weeks ago, they were walking through a town, there was nothing going on except some peaceful protesters, and before you know it, explosions and gunfire and death.
Objection! Objection! Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, defense.
This was proven to have been an assault on Borderline Tactical and the innocent civilians by a third party. This is old evidence and irrelevant.
I'm waiting for your real.
Ooh.
Fuck, I have to do work here.
No.
Hey!
You can't just sit
I
around and
will,
type articles, yeah.
I will hold the evidence as relevant for now, but it may change based on future evidence.
We got
Alright, may I
overruled.
present two more cases of police groupings. The first, in which
I was going to offer the defense, but sure, one more.
The first, in which this is the same piece of evidence. Please. The first, in which Borderline Tactical, in one day, as a group of policemen, failed to stop a gunman from jumping off a roof, and then caused an explosion in a small Greek town. That was completely preventable. Secondly, in the pursuit of a drug cartel, they drove through a town, blew up a gas station, assaulted a refinery, had a shootout at an abandoned place, chased a helicopter into Mexico, and all of this within 1 hour.
I've got to say, that's quite the busy hour. Defense, you may present your first bit of evidence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now... sorry, one moment. Okay, here we are.
Please, take your
Your-
time, defense.
Your Honor, I present my first piece of evidence: transport strikes. Now this whole court case is dependent on whether BTAC have been abusing Humvees, which, are, as you know, are a form of transportation. They're a vehicle.
Yes.
Borderline Tactical typically utilizes them in the mode of transport to get from one place to another, obviously.
Objection!
And
Wait, no, which is the objection? This one. Objection!
Yes.
Your Honor, I refute that on multiple occasions, Borderline Tactical have used Humvees as weapons of war in situations they were clearly not designed for.
Do you have evidence? Do you have any evidence, huh? Prosecution?
I present.
Oh my god, he's gonna counter evidence
I
us.
do have evidence in the form of a witness.
Oh yes.
I request to call forward a Borderline Tactical, also Ion co-worker. I can't do it, but.
All right. Yep.
Hello.
Is it true that you're a co-worker at Borderline Tactical or Ion Industries, a subsidiary?
Correct. My name's Chewy. I'm a member of Borderline Tactical.
Can you please confirm that on multiple occasions, Borderline Tactical have clearly driven into situations where a Humvee was not fit for purpose?
Objection! Objection! Leading question! Leading question! Objection!
I will support the defense. This is a leading question. Please rephrase this.
I will rephrase. At any situation, have you seen a Humvee used by Borderline Tactical in a situation wherein a superior armored vehicle would be better preferred?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, I practically just
shit.
wreck them for fun at this
Shit.
point.
You yourself have used a Humvee as part of in Borderline Tactical.
Oh yeah. Don't even have a license in this country, but it's like way too fun to just sit around and let someone else drive responsibly.
Bro, we are
Have you
so
ever
fucking
driven,
cooked.
purposely
We are
driven a
cooked.
Humvee into an area you knew would be an ambush?
Oh, I mean, hell, I've driven it into houses almost intentionally sometimes. Like, if you could think of it, you can be sure I or someone else in Borderline Tactical has done it.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, may
Yeah.
you? Would you like to cross the tournament?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Then you are free.
All right. Chewy, as you've said, your name
Mhm.
is you are a
Mhm.
as you have said earlier, you're a co-worker of Borderline Tactical.
Correct? Yes.
When you are making these statements, are you
Mhm.
speaking on behalf of BTAC?
Well, I think some people in BTAC might not necessarily agree with it on the surface, but I think down at their core, they know I represent BTAC values 100%, and they really would agree with it, even if they won't admit that out loud.
So, you are proposing. Sorry, Your Honor, I'm just trying to get the story straight here.
Yeah. No worries. No worries.
You are proposing. Don't fall asleep. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Sorry,
the defense.
go on.
Your Honor, the witness fell asleep during my cross-examination.
Stay awake.
Ah, you fuck!
All right.
Stay awake.
So the
stay
witness,
awake.
the witness is testifying that they are speaking on behalf of BTAC, but then they counteract their own point by saying that not everyone in BTAC agrees, therefore they are not speaking on behalf of BTAC.
No,
Object-
that's not what I
Your
said.
Honor, I call upon precedent of RICO.
Oh no, there's breaking news.
I call upon the RICO precedent in that the entire organization itself does not have to be guilty, but a substantial part of the membership does, to bring it down.
Okay.
I refute that Bilbo is a member who has been ordered by the higher-ups in BTAC via influencing methods to abuse Humvees.
Fucking objection, Your Honor. There is no evidence of such.
Do you have any actual evidence, prosecution?
Evidence that ties Bilbo as a member of BTAC, or
Or Chewy.
Chewy.
Sorry, Chewy.
Chewy.
Well, Chewy. Well, the actions that Chewy was taking were ordered from the hierarchy of BTAC.
Yes.
I have. Aha! I do. I have this katana, which was given to him by Ion to perform heinous acts. Ion being a subsidiary of BTAC, meaning he was given a weapon by BTAC themselves and authorized to use it
Correct.
as such.
Yeah, it was. Well, I kind of stole it. But...
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Yeah. No offense.
By Your Honor, I can give you the relevance. So you see, you question: is this Chewy a representative of the organization or just a pawn? They have given him a weapon, a BTAC Ion branded weapon, to be used as an Ion and BTAC member.
I'll allow it.
I mean,
but
if you give it to me now, I'll go slash tires of Humvees. Like, I'm keen.
Your Honor, Your Honor, can we dismiss the witness?
Yes, I will dismiss the witness.
Boo.
Thank you very much for your time.
Boo.
Fuck you.
All
We
right,
need better articles.
Yeah, I'm saying what needs to be said.
Defense, you may present some more evidence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh shit. Oh, I present to you a diary written by Chewy, previous witness, member of BTAC. In it, he describes his love for abusing Humvees, but says that he doesn't understand why anyone else in BTAC seems to. I consider that with this evidence, we throw out the witness's testimony.
I'm inclined to agree. This
Objection,
I feel
Your
like-
Honor.
Objection! Chewie doesn't know how to read.
Objection, Your Honor. The personal feelings of Chewie does not take him away as being a member of the organization.
But, Your Honor, he may be a member of the organization. However, he is alone in his hatred of Humvees.
Your Honor, there is no evidence for that within the defense. The evidence the defense puts forward has.
If you turn to diary page 16, paragraph 4, you will see very clearly written that Chewie mentions how he cannot understand how BTAC treats the Humvees unlike him, in that he loves to abuse them, slash their tires, crash them into buildings, etc., etc.
I will keep this evidence as relevant for now. I may change my opinion later based on further evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. Additionally, the defense would like to call forth little girl.
Fuck, man.
Certainly.
No.
Give me articles.
Hello, little girl. Welcome to the stand. May I begin, Your Honor?
Hi.
Yes, you may begin.
Now, you claim that you were present during this supposed abuse of the Humvees. Are you able to testify accurately?
I don't know what that word means.
Are you able to say accurately who it was that was abusing the Humvees?
Yeah, Chewie. That's the name he said when he drove past.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes.
I
Yes,
refute that my argument is based upon an incident that occurred 2 years before Chewie was even a member of BTAC.
Prosecution, that is starting to sound contradictory.
I maintain that Chewie is the most recent member of BTAC to perform this Humvee and has been ordered by as such, but I maintain that BTAC has been doing this for years.
Bro, we're
Go
getting
on.
fucking class actioned.
BTAC has been performing this Humvee abuse for at least 8 years, and Chewie is just the last line in a long history of new initiates to continue the practice.
More breaking news.
Oh, I love the news.
I may, if it's possible, can we all tip our hat to the journalist for such a
Yeah, well, journalist is actually doing very well.
Integrity.
Well done.
Very good articles. Please.
as you were saying, prosecution?
Yes, you see, Chewie, while the main member and the only one brave enough to come forward, is just the latest in a long line of BTAC Humvee abusers. Therefore, this witness only seeing Chewie abuse the Humvees has no bearing on whether BTAC itself is still guilty of this crime or not.
Okay.
It only serves to prove that Chewie, as a member of BTAC, did abuse these Humvees.
Ow!
Alright.
Little girl.
defense?
Stop hitting a little girl, you fuck!
Little girl. How old would you say you are?
4, 5 and 6 fingers.
How many?
5 and 6 fingers.
So 11.
No! 5 years and 6 fingers.
Your Honor, I don't know what that
Okay.
means.
I mean, either
Five or six
continue.
minutes.
So, okay, in in your last 5 years and 6 fingers of life, would you say that BTAC has been guilty of common and frequent and recurring abuse of Humvees?
Well, besides the one incident, I'm not really sure, actually.
I rest my case, Your
I
Honor.
don't really remember.
All
right,
A cross-examination question.
Certainly.
Can I be correct in understanding, little girl, that you are saying you have only witnessed one incident of BTAC Humvees being abused?
That I can remember, yeah.
I see. So, what you're saying is you were not present for any of these other times that BTAC Humvees were abused.
Well, sometimes I hear loud cars driving past and lots of gunfire and explosions. But I don't know that that's BTAC. It could be someone else. So I guess it's only one, yeah.
Exactly, Your Honor.
Little girl, do you think it would be possible that BTAC has been abusing these Humvees before and without your presence?
That's too many syllables for me to understand, so I'm gonna say yes.
Your Honor, I stipulate that just because
Ow.
the witness did not see these other instances
I have
does
no
not mean
idea
they
what
did
you're
not happen.
saying. You full of words.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
All right. Defense. Do you have any more questions?
I have nothing more to ask the witness, Your Honor.
Can I go
Alright.
home now?
You may.
Yes, you may.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Prosecution, you may present another bit of evidence.
Your Honor, I present a surprise move, something that truly befuddled all who were there to witness it. BTAC show up to a forest with 4 Humvees. Each squad has their own Humvee, perfectly capable of using it again. And yet, as they leave, it takes 30 minutes for them to figure out which was their own Humvee, because they have so little disregard for basic mathematics and their ability to keep track of their own fucking Humvee that they would abuse everyone, including the Humvees involved, with that mind virus of watching it unfold.
Okay. Defense, do you have anything to refute this statement?
I do, Your Honor. Ow.
Yes.
You will... Ow. You'll see here a dark web purchase that we have listed in the prosecution's bank account for a mind-boggling device, and we
Objection.
believe after further
Objection! Objection! Objection!
Prosecution, let the defense finish first.
that the prosecution, upon investigation, perhaps installed these devices into the Humvees in this noted incident and caused the confusion that he is speaking of. Additionally, I have one more piece of evidence that I would like to present, if that is okay.
Yes.
And that is... that is that a scary mask was found on scene. And that we believe, perhaps, that the scary mask used by potentially a third party or enemies at the battlefield scared my poor client here into confusion and forgetfulness.
Aha! Your Honor,
Yes.
so the defense admits that BTAC did in fact do the events which I just accused them of.
However, they were not responsible for their actions.
Nonsense, Your Honor.
Do you have any further evidence, prosecution, to back up this claim?
I do.
Then you may present it.
Ugh!
I present to you this stuck chewing gum,
Oh.
which was found attached to the roof of the Humvees. This chewing gum is supplied by Ion specifically.
Ow.
It is meth chewing gum. It is used by them in a crude manner to keep them moving. It is only used by Ion, and it was attached to the Humvees as a clear sign of abuse and neglect.
Okay. Do you have anything to refute this defense?
No, Your Honor. This is actually this is indeed Ion branded gum.
No,
Alright,
that minute. Great drama. Great drama.
However, which Humvee? Might I ask the prosecution which Humvee it was found in?
You may.
It was found in, I will say, samples were found in all Humvees. However, the predominant was the Alpha
Give me a
Humvee, led by none other than Trigger Happy Dino.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 wait a minute! Whoa! Your Honor, Your Honor, objection! I am not the accused
Also found
here!
in the Humvee was Trigger Happy Dino's business card.
Wow.
Read the subtitle, it will say Trigger Happy Dino, BTAC and Ion member, abuser of Humvees.
Your Honor, no, Your Honor, that was, Your Honor, that was when I was a member of Ion, and I was a member, I was the head of their COCK union.
Yes.
What is that? Can you sound that out for me?
Cock.
What did you just say to a little girl?
You're not a little girl anymore.
Fuck!
Your Honor, I must ask that the defense please refrain from abusing little girls in the courtroom.
I will have to agree with the prosecution in this case. Please refrain from using vulgar language in front of young, sweet, innocent women.
But it's an acronym, Your Honor.
I have no more evidence to supply in this case. I will wait until my final whatever the hell it is. Yeah,
Closing
final
statements.
words. Closing statements. Thank you.
All right, defense, you may present your last bit of evidence.
I present a restaurant dispute. You see, I believe that the prosecution wants to tarnish BTAC in my name, with slanderous and libelous, accusations because, he refused to pay for a dinner and it turned into a really awkward argument. It was bad. You really didn't want to be there, Your Honor. I think, in this instance, this is the prosecution attempting to get back at BTAC and the rest of us for such an awkward dinner night. And definitely wasn't a date. Definitely.
I see. Prosecution, you may present your closing argument.
Your Honor, this case is centered around one simple question. Does Borderline Tactical abuse Humvees? Now, we have heard from witnesses. I have presented physical evidence. I have presented evidence of members in this very courtroom being obviously present at the time and seen when these events occurred. The defense has provided nothing of the sort to refute this at any level, and I find it impossible to believe that anyone could actually rightfully say Borderline Tactical does not abuse their Humvees. I rest my case.
Okay. Defense, you may present your closing argument.
The prosecution, you might argue, has a strong case in this court. However, I think given the refuted evidence, the eyewitness testimony, and the unreliable testimony from the prosecution's own witness, that I do not think my client here can be considered guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ultimately, the decision is in your hands, Judge, and we trust you'll do the right thing.
All right. Well, on the balance of evidence and the statements and the case presented by both prosecution and defense, I declare the accused guilty.
What? No!
Yeah!
Oh.
Nice throw projectiles, holy shit.
Sentenced to burp the alphabet at every court session. On their first attempt, their throat locked up and they passed out on the letter P. Their epic failure turned them into an urban legend in law schools and for generations to come.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
That's really good.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Alright, some people are trying to join in. Jason's trying to join at least.
Yes.
Well,
I think Jason West are trying to join in.
Oh, are they?
they can join.
Go.
I think I need to take a back seat. Jesus, I'll die if I.
If you have to do like defense and shit again.
I mean, I'm 2 for 2. I'm the reigning, you know. If I die.
Yeah, can't
Need
keep
to do
winning.
more of these,
Yeah.
fuck. Unfortunately, I do have to go, but thankfully there's 2 people to replace me, so. Bye-bye, have fun.
See
Please
ya.
have a good
See you,
session,
Daryl.
Play more. Bye.
Bye bye.
How join?
All right.
How join? You should be able to join through Steam. Oh.
Yeah, we all joined through Steam.
You should be able to join through Steam. by the way, Jason West.
Yeah.
Alright.
Might need an invite because currently it says you're playing PNG 2-bit plus.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What?
Hold on.
Can you accept the invite? They can't fucking hear me. Never mind.
You gotta fucking unmute.
I made
There we
a
go.
custom BTEC evidence deck, and I don't know if it's any good.
Custom PTAC
kidding.
evidence deck.
Oh
I don't know how to change.
I don't. I think you have to host to change it.
Oh, do you?
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks.
I think you have to host to change the thing, Jace.
Oh, okay, don't worry then.
Alright.
Alright.
Unless
You
you want to
can-
try, it's up to you.
You can import export, yeah, but it's whatever.
I don't mind. So jurors don't do a whole lot, by the way. They just they like hold up like boards with stuff that they write on them, and then that's about it. Do you want to be the journalist, Kaiser?
No, he can be the judge. I want to hear him be the judge.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Judge is cruisy, man. You just listen to people.
West, you better get in that defense.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm setting up my clothing, man.
Oh, of course.
It'll
Sorry.
look cool. It's all about the drip. We all know this.
Yeah,
This
we-
is
we
true.
Okay, I need to change my color.
Ooh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna back out real quick.
What you chest dropping? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
Well, what you said I'm.
Oh, I'm backing out real quick, and then I will be in very shortly. There it is.
Did that work?
Yes. 27 custom cards.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell.
Actually, I'm gonna relaunch the game just that way. Steam is like, oh, you're not doing PNG tube, but you're doing Guilty as Sock,
Cool, nice. Good
and it
plan.
makes it a bit easier for you all to join.
Is everyone else still in the same lobby? Or did we all get kicked?
We all get my menued.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta say, the judge is interesting.
It's fun. Alright, there we go. Game's up.
I'm not sure how happy I should be about the fact I shit my way out of meaningless arguments.
You got experience for him in D&D.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
no, it's kind of feels similar.
Oh, man.
I admittedly know very little about how court proceedings actually go, so this is going to be
Oh,
interesting.
perfect.
Look,
And I,
I
hope
think
the deck
it's
works.
gonna be
I don't
an
actually know
invite.
based
It's
on how the
refusing
game
to
is
let me
playing.
join.
we all have a
Christine.
very vague idea. I think the basic principle that it's meant to go is both,
Thank you.
the prosecution presents the case, the defense has their opening statement, and then you kind of go into the evidence between, Oh fuck, we should
Yeah.
look up how Ace Attorney does it. What the Ace Attorney formula is.
Whoosh. Dun, dun,
think
dun,
basically
dun,
the way
dun,
it
dun.
works-
West,
yeah,
please,
prosecu-
West,
the
please do the
prosecution-
defense. Yes.
The prosecution
Yeah, sounds
presents the case, the defense presents their opening arguments, and then you go into the evidence. Where the prosecution presents evidence, and the defense just, has to defend against it.
Cool. And then the journalist adds spanners into the mix, right?
Basically,
so
you write headlines.
You have you get 3 stops everything. It shows the image you've drawn with a headline, but you can only do it 3 times, which is kind of annoying. Honestly, I would like more, but it's good. It's really fucking good.
Change that anyway.
Sweet. Is there any way you can change the amount of headlines I can do, or
Nah.
not really?
Yeah,
I think
that
it's
doesn't seem
part
to be
of
any
the
custom
core
settings yet.
gameplay.
Fair enough. All right.
Alright, let's go. Damn, what are the fits today?
Hey, I'm the defense over here.
I like your hat, Mr. Defense.
Thank you. I bought it with legal tender. I swear.
Why is the defense attorney wearing ragged clothes? What happened?
They were not bought with legal tender. I swear.
Oh?
Yes, it's dog.
He's got a hat.
Doggy!
There is a dog.
Oh my
That's so
god.
good.
He's got a hat.
Oh my god.
All right. Prosecution. Present your case.
Okay. I've got it.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh god.
All right. Doggy.
Sniper.
Doggy's a witness.
Open it
Oh
and
my
shut
god!
the
Oh
case.
my god! Oh.
All right. Prosecution. Present your
Yes,
case.
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I today would like to announce, in front of the world and to the courtroom here today, that that man over there, Sniper, has stolen and is ready to harness the power of weapons of mass destruction.
I see. Alright. Defense. Please begin with your opening arguments. Please begin with your opening statement.
Well, Your Honor, I'll have you know that my client Sniper is an honorable man, and
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Wait,
due to the issues at the time,
Sorry, Your Honor.
actually, I'll have you know, there was a morphine overdose. Led to him,
please.
being unable
Hold-
at the time.
I see. So you were claiming drug. Okay, I see. You were claiming temporary insanity by
I'm
reason of
claiming
drugs.
foul play.
Foul
as in
play, I see.
My client was set up.
I see. Set up. All right. In that case, prosecution. Please present your first evidence.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize I had this. Can you give me a second? You see, Your Honor, I need you to understand. It's not just one piece of evidence I can present. It's a grand story.
Then
I think-
present your story, prosecutor. Stop wasting the
Yeah,
court's time.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I think it all started with an impromptu suicide.
Oh god.
And I think it was one fine, quiet night in which Sniper wished to hang out with some friends and to participate in an impromptu Zoosop together. Where in the mission, it was our job, or BTAC's job, I should say, to prevent weapons of mass destruction. And I think that gave Sniper an idea, you see.
Uh-huh.
I think that's where it all began. If you just give me a second, Sniper, in the middle of it, completely ignored a radio call to disarm the weapon and hand fissile uranium over to the proper authorities. And that missing uranium has yet to be found, Your Honor. It is still gone missing, but the last person cited with it was Sniper sitting over there.
Objection,
I see.
Your Honor. I
Objection.
have evidence to disprove this claim. You'll see it was actually transmitted on the wrong net, so Sniper
Wow.
never received that radio comm.
Fuck.
Prosecution, do you have anything to refute this claim?
Yes, Your Honor, you see, it was actually Spanny platcoing, and Spanny would never allow such an ignorant use of radios while in command.
This is true.
I-
Spenny is quite good with his radio.
I posit if there was a mistake, Spanny would have corrected it immediately, and that the defense is slandering the name of a good platco right now.
Defense, do you have anything to say to this?
I do, Your Honor, and you see that because of both the morphine overdose and the what do you call it, and Spanny transmitting on the wrong net, which I will say is evidence, even though prosecution disputes that. My client is still innocent. You see, because of a desync crash, which led to a lot of cars blowing up, including Spanny at the time, I don't believe he could have called
Objection!
that. And then-
Objection,
no.
Your Honor!
Overruled. Silence. Continue.
And then also because of
Oh my god,
Zeus
Bailiff has a
at
gun.
the time, Spanny was not Zeus healed at times to call over the net to tell Sniper not to do the WMDs. And oh shit, breaking news.
I know.
Oh. Okay, PMCs were on site.
I I see.
And we
I
never
see.
denied that, sir. It's
I see.
just
All right. At this time, the court will stand in order. Prosecution, you will present your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to call the president of Chernarus to the stand.
How do I do that?
Scroll wheel, and then it'll change the setting of the mallet.
Oh, there you go.
My
President of Chernarus, you've been called to the stand to answer in this case. Prosecution, begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Grand Presidente, irrelevant... sorry, let me start again. I would like to inquire, is it possible that your great nation hosts a large amount of fissile uranium in its territory?
I cannot neither confirm nor deny.
Well, then, Mr. President, if you can neither confirm or deny, have you noticed a sudden disappearance of a large amount of that possible
Thank you, Bailey.
fissile uranium from your stocks
welcome, sir.
immediately?
I will say that the only fissile material we have in nation is for nuclear reactors, and there was in fact missing material for nuclear reactor around the given date.
You see, Your Honor, I'd like that put in the record, and you see that on the day that that large amount of reactor-grade fissile uranium went missing, and on the day, Your Honor, that large amount of fissile uranium went missing. There has been found Cock Union posters on the scene of the crime, implying that Ion was present, and therefore Sniper was present as well.
I see. Prosecution, do you have any specific evidence to prove that Sniper was the one responsible for taking this WMD?
Not WMD, fissile material for nuclear reactor.
I see.
Well, okay, time out for a sec. Does the custom one mean I can write anything?
While you think about that, I'm going to hand over to the defense for their cross-examination.
Fine.
Mr. President, on the day, I believe, you were being played by Chewie, am I correct?
Yes, I know this individual.
Yes, so, you see, sir, because of that, I don't believe I can use you as a reliable source. Hey, wake up. I'm still...
Is your
Oh!
argument here? Defense?
Sorry, long plane ride.
Yeah,
Is your argument here, defense, that this witness should not have his evidence treated as such in court?
I would like it stricken from the record.
Objection!
inadmissible.
Objection!
I am trustworthy. Look at my face.
The government of Chernarus is not a trustworthy source. How dare you?
Do you have any evidence to support this claim at this time, defense?
I do, because the president was being played by Chewie at the time, it was a Chewie moment.
Fuck! Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Shit!
Oh shit. All breaking news.
Members of the court, I must find that the defense's argument has much weight. I do not know if this witness can be trusted.
No, I am good. I am trustworthy, President.
Bailiff, I must ask you to escort this witness off the stand.
Ow!
If you can.
Ow! Ow!
Alright, Your Honor.
Ow! Ah!
You may remove.
Wait, where the fuck?
Prosecution.
I know you're
Oh my god,
I
you're
expect
so
you-
good.
I got turned into a duck.
Your witness and his evidence will be stricken from the record.
Oh, Your Honor, come on! You're breaking my balls here!
Defense, do you wish to call forward your witness?
Do I have one, Your Honor?
Yes, you do.
You do.
How would I know?
What's
Look
that?
at your fucking folder down there.
Oh, look at that. I do have witnesses. I don't have many witnesses.
You
Shit.
don't wish to call forward a witness?
No, I do wish to call forward a witness, Your Honor. I call forward.
Good luck with this
forward
one, Dino.
The doggy.
Arr! Arr!
Not
I
that
see.
doggy. the other dog.
Defense, you have brought forward a dog to the stand. I'm quite confused. I am interested to see where this goes, but if you test my patience, he will be removed.
I'll have you know, sir, that this dog is under the employ of the COCK union himself. He is
I
a
see.
moral animal as long as a bomb dog.
I see.
Your Honor, I would
and
like
does
to-
this dog speak any legible language?
No, but he does shake.
Your Honor, I have my hand up. I'd like to say something. It is unrelated to the scene at hand, but this does not support the ongoing Dino is a furry accusations.
Rook you! Rook you!
Prosecution, your argument is noted and will be brought forward for a further case. Defense,
Render
ask
it.
your questions. You may ask 2 questions, and if I find them unsatisfactory in their answers, I will remove this animal back to his owner.
Monsieur le dog,
Ruh.
can I get a confirmation that you are a bomb dog
Ruh,
under the
ruh,
employ of IO?
ruh.
And because of your experience in the world of bombs, do you claim or deny that there were WMDs on the sniper's person at the time of the incident?
Ruh, ruh.
He says no, Your Honor. I know, because I speak dog. Woof, woof.
Objection.
Ruh,
Objection.
ruh, ruh.
Yes,
I-
prosecution.
A gun, explosives dog would not be able to smell uranium-235 or any other isotopes. It has not been trained to detect such
Wrong.
things.
Rum,
It is trained to
rum,
detect
rum.
normal explosives.
rum,
The
rum.
prosecution raises a good argument. I would have to hand to the prosecution for this one and strike that
Rum,
evidence from the
rum,
record.
rum, roof,
Fuck.
rum, roof.
Defense, do you have any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
Prosecution,
Wait a
do
minute.
you with-
Breaking news.
See, Your Honor, the press
Objection.
never lies.
No, objection. First
members
of all,
of the
that is a
court,
slanderous.
we must take a 10-second recess.
You
at
can't
this time
object
so
to
I
the
can-
truth.
So I can assess this information.
Ow.
Ruh, ruh, ruh.
Alright.
Your Honor, may
Prosecution.
I present everyone as animals for your recess?
No, it's okay. You can present anyone throwing a paper. Get rid of them. Do it. Take out the journalist too. No freedom of the press.
No freedom of the press. Ruh, 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 ruh.
Prosecution. Once you are unchickenified, do you have any questions you wish to ask this dog?
Your Honor, I have 2 statements to make. For one, I
Do you-
find
Hold on. Firstly, do you wish to cross-examine this dog?
I would like to request the ability to pat the dog after the court session. It's very cute.
Can I pet that
Granted.
dog?
I'd secondly like what the press just said to be struck from the record. That made me uncomfortable in my back right ear.
Do you have any questions to ask of this
You
animal?
can't suppress the press.
Yes. Little doggy over there. I would like to inquire.
Ruff.
Has the disgracious defense given you a bone in order to testify today? Your Honor, now I'm no expert, but that sounds like the dog is avoiding the question right now.
I don't know. I am tempted to take this dog from the stand in the grounds I don't know what the hell it's saying. Alright, enough of this circus.
Oh, thank God.
Prosecution, you may start your closing remarks.
Sorry,
may
did you say
also
me, Your
ask-
Honor?
Yes, you may start your closing remarks. You may also ask of me my opinion on the case thus far if you wish.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to inquire on your current opinion of the case and what I can do to change that.
I'm not going to tell you how to change it. I'm leaning towards
Fuck!
the strength of evidence that the defense has given at this point.
Wait, that doesn't have anything on it. Fuck. Shit! Your Honor, I would like to posit that the defendant is currently undergoing similar charges for the case of the Avalon pipe bombing,
Yes,
and
I've
it
seen
is
this in the news.
therefore equally likely that the defendant has their hands in multiple pots, so to say,
Objection,
in
Your Honor.
ensuring them.
Hold.
In
Prosecution,
ensuring.
I feel like
Yep.
you must present some evidence to link these two together.
Your Honor, I would, but you've already struck my reliable witness from the record in what I can only describe as a flagrant disregard from the courts, so I'm not sure what you want me to do here.
Russ, arrest that man for questioning the power of the judge.
No, wait, please! Fuck!
Defense, begin with your closing arguments.
I would like to state, Your Honor, that I do believe,
What the
in case
fuck,
you
man?
didn't know, that
No!
in our country of Sokolovia,
Wow.
get it, Sokolovia? That
Huh?
we have the condition that we are innocent until proven guilty. And I would like to say that despite the prosecutor trying to proclaim the guiltiness of my client, he has not yet been convicted of the Avalon pipe bomb. I would like you to say, a lot of talking going on in the courtroom.
Say anything!
Be noisy.
It was Dino being nosy.
How was it?
Ow!
I would like to say, because my client has not yet been convicted, his previous record is still clean. And I believe
Understand.
that he's guilty and not stealing these WMDs due to my evidence. From
I
the
see.
morphine overdose to the Chewy moment to the Zeus being busy and the
Mhm.
decent crash. I rest my
Prosecution.
case, Your Honor.
Do you have any final evidence to supply at this time?
Well,
Actually,
Your Honor,
no, you don't. You're out. I see.
I'm not allowed to, but I want to.
Okay. All right. In this case, I must find inside of the defendant not guilty.
What?
Yippee!
What? Rick!
Yeah! Forget about it!
What the fuck?
The man has a llama.
You know what? It
Good.
was the Chewy moment. He really got me. I
Yes,
was
no,
like,
God, what am I meant to do to that?
it's alright, I can't believe anything this man has to say.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh, that was amazing.
I think Daryl wanted to join us as well.
Oh,
Jacit to return to menu. Someone invite him. Also, Daryl has been here and has already left. Very sad.
I accidentally clicked return to menu.
Rooted the case.
Alright, I'm gonna sit back and start taking the sub rolls. Everyone else can do the heavy lifting. I've done all the big rolls so far, so.
How's that deck?
dude, that's
That works.
it's
It-
funny.
It was
it's a good deck.
fucking amazing. Like, it
Okay.
lined up perfectly. It, was
It actually
really
worked way
good.
better than I thought it was going to be honest.
Yeah, just Ross, whatever you type up as the accusation, please make it relevant.
To BTAC, sure.
Nah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
the most irrelevant thing ever, and it's gonna be like the most incoherent arguments.
And then you're gonna say Chewy moment and win.
Exactly.
Chewy moment is really OP.
Holy shit!
Alright,
Thank you,
this
Max.
is you.
Fucking- Oh,
I'll be here for 2
Daryl!
moments because I am very touch and go. I'm gonna be a juror.
All right, let's go.
Okay, fantastic.
Mr.
Tidy up,
Bombastic.
everyone.
I get to
sorry.
hold up signs.
I thought only the.
Shut up.
Sorry.
No,
Alright,
but-
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Alright, how's this work?
How the fuck does this work?
Oh, so the newsflash does count as legitimate evidence. Okay.
Yeah, technically.
Does it?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in the
that's-
last
that's
one,
my
it said
hot
that
rubber.
Sniper did it.
Well, it said that he was the Avalon pipe bomber.
Guilty of the Avalon pipe bombing. You know, that's
Oh.
is that a WMD?
And
I
I
don't know.
still fucking ignored.
And then
not
he
saying,
goes,
of course not
"Yep,
fair."
I did it." In the comment.
Dude, in my chat, the moment the accusation came up, he's like, "I'm guilty, and I'll do it again." Like,
Alright, I just got my big chunky keyboard, so typing should sound great.
Oh, fantastic. Right, prosecutors, do you have your statements to make
Oh, no.
today?
oh no, I'm being spirited away. I do have to go.
Aw.
Not guilty.
Uh,
Not guilty. Not guilty. Okay, I did my job as a juror.
Man, who was that guy? Was he even invited?
He's gone. What does the bailiff do?
Just while we have the second, does everyone see the
I
can do
creepy
this.
fucking faces up there? They're fucking terrifying. I don't want to look at that.
Motherfucker.
I keep order in the court.
I also keep order in the court.
You know what I think about that?
Did you arrest the judge?
No.
Can you?
I was gonna say.
Hey, whoa!
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh.
all right, order.
I'm fucked.
Now, now, prosecution, would you please make your opening statements to the court, please? Do I just whack it?
Yes.
No,
Ah.
just go back.
Okay,
You
if
gotta
it's
choose the yellow one.
yep.
Yellow?
Yep.
There we go.
All right. Your Honor, the court. We're here today due to the accused, like say,
Wake up.
being
Keep going, prosecutor.
being known for his
You too.
Oh.
medical
Right.
neglect and abuse of narcotics. The
Mhm.
prosecution would like to bring forth the charge of jail time and yes.
Very good, prosecutor. Defense, would you like to make your opening statements?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are here today in order to find whether or not my client here has been performing a medical malpractice or an abuse of narcotics. The statements today that I will present will not only prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my client could not have performed such acts, but also that it was in fact another individual in this courtroom that performed the medical
All right,
malpractice.
defense, hold the accusations. For now, we'll allow the prosecution to bring their opening piece of evidence. Please proceed.
All right. My first bit of evidence is he forgot. Thanks to his overloaded work
Welcome.
schedule and number of multiple casualties from a accident involving an RPG, the man accidentally gave a number of clients that I am representing today with morphine to such an extent that they were considered overdosed.
Very good.
Oh.
Everyone, hold on. Shocker! I will not have the press skewing. Everyone in the courtroom, ignore that. Defense, do you have anything to say?
Ow.
My fucking headphones turned off. Give me a sec.
Wake up.
All right. I'm sorry, defense.
up, Your
My
Honor.
hearing aid turned off.
That's quite all right, Judge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you have seen the confirmed reports of a BTAC medic having been running away from their squad in an instance where there were multiple casualties on the ground. The prosecution here today have claimed that my client, Alexei, seemed to have forgore skull emoji. However, not only did he not forgore skull emoji, he was not in the position to be a medic. Now, there was evidence of morphine overdoses, and there was a subset of naloxone given to the medics that had been consumed upon the site. However, Alexei was not slotted into the medic role, as is evidenced by the fact it was an impromptu Zusop. As you can clearly see, there was zero coordination and zero cohesion. And simply, when people forgore skull emoji, they didn't forgore to do their medical details. They forgore skull emoji to select the medical slot in the lobby screen.
Oi! Security, back there, keep your head up, please.
Sorry.
Just a
Long
moment,
night. Long night.
Mr. Trigger, Mr. Happy, I need you to ensure
Ow.
that no one is throwing any paper in this courtroom today. Do you
Copy that,
understand?
Your Honor.
I have seen a large amount of disinterest, and I'm disgusted by it in this courtroom. I'd like everyone paying attention, please.
As am I, Judge. Thank you for cracking down on these here hooligans.
Shut up.
Okay.
Prosecutor, do you have anything to say to this?
I do. I believe the reason that the accused was not in the medical slot was thanks to a recent friendly fire incident.
Do you want to go fucking jail?
The evidence.
Huh?
You can't
need to
arrest
change
me
it
on the
over.
press. Oh, shit, he can't.
You need to change it over. I can't present
Shit,
evidence.
you make an excellent point, prosecutor. This one.
Yep.
Please move forth, prosecutor.
Yeah. Now, the vid I saw was the friendly fire incident which started this thing, thanks to some
Oh.
flagrant abuse of enemy equipment, which led to somebody using an RPG, which of course led to mass fire against them, on the assumption that he was an enemy, when in fact he was a friendly.
All right, so prosecutor, could you just bring that back to why is that on Lexay today for the mass medical neglect and especially the abuse of narcotics?
He was the one that was carrying the RPG, sir.
So you're implying that it's his fault for the medical neglect for he picked up an RPG, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Understood, prosecutor. Defense, do you have anything to retort?
Oh!
Fuck, it's him again.
Oh no!
Oh. Must have been the Star Wars
Slanderous!
episode.
Slanderous from the press!
Yes, very good, happy. Defense, I would like to see your next piece of evidence.
Yes. Thank you, Judge. The circumstances surrounding the slotting and the obvious errors that were made in the add-on sentence means that the medical malpractice that was witnessed here today was unfortunately a byproduct, a circumstance of the individual variables that led to such an event. My client, Lexay, is frequently taking this medical responsibility, but as I have stated, the onus of responsibility was not on him. In fact, evidence has arisen since that Lexay's backpack was filled to the brim with Sprite cans. He did not have any morphine on his person at the time of the incident. And whilst he did have an RPG-7 picked up from the ground, it was, in fact, a breach of the TAC Night rules as stated by Borderline Tactical Rule 4A about the acquisition of hostile equipment. But my judge here, I would like to plead a case if you would have me do so.
Well, just before we get to that, defendant, I'd just like to confirm you're stating that instead of medical malpractice, your defendant has ignored a formal protocol and caused a medical incident anyway. Is that what you just said to me?
Judge, you are correct. That is what I'm saying. However, we are not here to discern whether my client is in breach of community TAC Night rules, but is in breach of medical malpractice.
Defense.
And I would go so far as to say that the community-wide rules, as stated in Rule 5, is have fun. And gentlemen, is it not fun to carry an RPG-7 and shoot individuals with it?
Prosecution, do you have anything to say to this?
I do.
I rest my case.
While I agree with what the defense has stated so far, in it being a breach of community guidelines and rules, through these breaches of guidelines and rules, he has created, the accused, that is, has created enough chaos and confusion that has led to a delay and an additional burden for the Zeus, making him busy.
Objection, Your Honor.
Go on.
How did I do
Defense,
this?
Please go on.
Objection. The Zeus is not at fault in this instance, as the Zeus was busy running the operation. It is not the purview of the...
Overruled. Prosecution, please go on.
True.
Damn.
The accused creating enough confusion and delay, it has led to the Zeus having a not fun time, and it also would lead to additional members finding that their evening, which is very precious, you must remember, especially on a weeknight.
All right. Defense, prosecution. Can I have a word here? I think currently that the defense that's been presented to me and the evidence provided is flagrantly
Thank you, Sol.
uninteresting.
Welcome in.
And if anything, subpar today. And I can see to my side, we have two witnesses sitting here. So I'm going to give you a moment to reconsider what exactly you're arguing for today. And I'd like to hear some witness testimony so we can have some solid facts. Do you two understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Now, which of you would like to bring a witness to the stand first?
I will let defense go first.
Well, by all means,
I
defense.
will
Who would
just
you
have
like to
to
call to the stand?
confer and change my hearing aid one moment, please.
Of course, defense.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Actually, you know what? I think this deserves
Happy-
this one. Kaiser, freedom of the press, take that!
Right.
Defense, refer to the most recent newspaper article.
I see it.
Do you have an opinion on this?
I do not see how this is relevant to the case at hand, Your Honor.
I think it's very relevant. But defense, you have a witness to call. Are you going to bring them forth or not?
How do I do that?
That's in evidence on the side.
You can call the witness and then the judge brings them to the
Okay.
stand.
All right.
Oh,
Defense, can you tell me who is this?
This is the intern that was responsible for organizing the Zeus night, the impromptu Zeus night, and making sure that the add-on settings were not only set up correctly, but that everybody had the correct equipment and roles that they needed for the operation.
Oh man, it was like really tough.
Defense,
It's a lot of sentence and like.
witness, hold it together. You spoke when spoken to. Do you understand?
Okay, so.
I don't care. Defense, please go on.
Now, my witness here,
Oh my god.
what was your name, sir?
Shit, I'm forgetting all the new names. Of
Witness,
people in Big
not
Tech.
other people's names, your names. Witness, I need facts in this courtroom. I don't want to hear thoughts or best guesses.
I'm Gerald.
Well, Gerald.
Gerald?
Now, welcome
Gerald-
first to Big
Gerald the
Butler
Glasses.
Tactical.
Jonas, if you'd please stop assaulting the, Oh, thank you, Judge. Alright.
Thank you, Happy.
Now, Gerald-
Please go on, defense.
What
Freedom
what
of the
was
press.
the circumstances that led to the Zeus op happening on the Sunday night?
Well, you see, I really wanted to learn how to do Zeusing real good, and well, I was told to set up a mission, and so apparently I loaded the settings from a wrong mission, and it messed up the add-on settings, and I forgot to load the custom difficulty, but it was too late before we realized that we actually had third person on the server. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to please everybody, and it's real
Now,
tough.
Gerald, now that's all right, Gerald. You understand the mistake you made, and you're going to learn from it. Is that correct?
Yes,
Wake up!
sir.
Now, you were there present on the night, and you did see my client here, Lexay, take the non-medical slot. Is that correct?
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the slots. I was busy figuring out how to get my units to walk in a straight line without freaking out and not.
So let me get this straight, Gerald. Not only were you responsible for, setting up
break,
the mission
everyone.
file.
Security officer, Happy, please turn that man into a chicken.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Please keep defense.
As I was saying, you were not only responsible for setting up the Zeus op and having the settings set up correctly, but you were responsible for making sure that the slots were picked correctly, and you neglected to do so. Is that correct?
No, it was just a casual, random Zeus up. I wasn't stressed about. I'm just so stressed.
Your Honor,
Yes, prosecutor.
may I ask a question to the witness?
I'd just like to hear from the defense. Do you have any other questions you'd like to ask the witness? Or may the prosecutor cross-examine?
I will allow the prosecutor to cross-examine once I make a statement. I would like to say that this obvious
Give me these chains.
this obvious neglect for responsibility was on the purview of Gerald here and not on my client, Lexay. I will allow the prosecutor to cross-examine.
All right, prosecutor, state your piece. Ask your question. I don't care.
Yep. Mr. Intern. Sorry, I've forgotten your name. Can you repeat it again for me, please?
It was Gerald. Please go on.
I'm Gerald Glasses.
Gerald. Since you were the Zeus, were you not teamed up with a more senior Zeus to teach you and guide you in the ways of the procedure?
I was meant to, but he wasn't on it.
Defense,
he was
you're on thin
unable
ice here.
because he
Give it to a minimum,
he was
please.
he was busy switching his headphone batteries and going on tour again, so he couldn't attend the night.
I see. Do you remember anyone who was slotted in to assist you, or?
No one was there. It was just me on my own. And they said I did really good at having no help on my first time, but the person who was meant to help me, Jace, was busy switching headphone batteries and playing music too loud.
I see. I have no further
He
questions.
agitates my sciatica.
Understood. Now, witness, thank you very much. You can return to your podium. I have no fucking
thank
idea
you,
how to do
Your
that. Let's try this one.
Yep,
Very
this
good.
one.
Now,
Alright,
gentlemen, I must say, I did not pay attention to any of that. I was laughing at Kaiser in the back. But more importantly, I think that the argument in the courtroom now has moved. What the fuck is happening? Gentlemen, pay attention!
You can't keep me in these chains.
Yeah, but I can shut you up.
No, you broke him loose! You broke him loose! He's free!
Gentlemen, I think the argument in this courtroom has transitioned away from an argument about medical malpractice to about what makes good Zeus Knight and who's at blame for it. And so I'd like to bring it back into focus. Defense, I think you've skewed the path. You're trying to keep our focus away from the proper issue at hand. Yeah, fucking cry about it. And I would like to hear from the prosecutor's witness
Yes.
who would like to bring to the stand what they might have to say.
Certainly. I present the clown, also known as.
I'm weepy.
Your name's Weepy, Mr. Clown?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, prosecutor, please go ahead.
Mr. Weepy, you were one of the.
No, that was my father. Please call me Weepy Jr.
Okay, Weepy Jr. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, Weepy Jr.
What's
You
the
were one of
cry
the.
button? There we go.
You were one of the. You were one of the recruits
Prosecutor,
that
please
we
spit it
brought
out.
in recently, and decided to join. Is that right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Well,
Prosecutor, you
This is
better
really-
get some proper evidence out of this witness right now.
if I'm honest, I'm actually quite unsure what to ask this gentleman.
I'll be real honest. This is a really terrible witness for the situation.
It is.
Well,
I
I feel
have
like
to
a
agree.
clown could describe many people in BTAC, and that there's a bright opportunity to get some witness testimony out of this. But if the prosecutor has no questions, and the
Well,
defense
it's
would not
like-
like to ask any other questions, we can get rid of the witness. That's okay.
All right. Mr. Weepy, you also go by the name of Cherry, correct?
Yeah. Once in a while, I'll put on some pre-strobes and do my Chewy outfit character. It's real chuck fuck, as I call it.
Your Honor, may I present a bit of evidence in relation to this
It's
witness?
one of my best
If I can
acts.
remember how to do it, by all means.
Yellow.
You
Yellow.
give him.
Please bring forth your evidence, prosecutor.
You see, I had, in my opinion, and what the court will probably agree, was in fact a genuine Chewy moment.
Yeah, it's one of the best
Ooh.
parts of my act.
So, prosecutor, could you please elaborate how this Chewy moment is related to the medical malpractice of Lexei?
His decision to not unbind his grenade key led
Oh,
to
you see, that's a skit right there. I do it for the youngsters. They really love it. It makes me laugh so much. It just brings a tear to my eye.
as I
Alright,
was saying,
you
Your
shut
Honor.
Mhm.
Through this Chewie moment and accidental fragmentation usage, it led to confusion, which of
Mhm.
course led to Lexei, despite him not being the medic,
Mhm.
using his medical knowledge
Mhm.
to assist in resuscitating,
Ah,
reawakening the wounded.
I see.
Is my client guilty of assisting as an innocent bystander? That's what I need to know.
Well,
he is, in my
defense,
opinion.
if
True.
yeah,
Opinion. Objection, Your Honor.
Wakey,
Opinion is
wakey.
not based upon fact.
Overrule, I'll get to you in a
That-
moment, defendant. Anything else to say, prosecutor?
He was using his meta knowledge to do medical outside of being the medic.
Okay. Now, gentlemen, this court has gone on for a long time, so from the defense, I'd like to hear any final pieces of evidence, then we'll reach a ruling.
Wait, isn't the defense meant to cross-examine which? Whatever.
I
We're
don't wish to speak to this.
out of
witness, Your
time.
Honor.
I
As
don't-
has been illustrated before, in impromptu ZooSops, chaotic situations are born in which, individuals were taking the wrong vehicles and such. My client was not at the scene of the crime, as is illustrated in the news report. Additionally,
I'll get you.
the vehicle that my client was driving ran out of fuel, and therefore he could not have been present at the scene of the
I'll get
crime.
you.
I believe the circumstances that led to the medical malpractice were, by and large, the response of the chaotic nature of the ZooSop and were something that should have been mitigated from the outset and not a responsibility of my client. I rest my case.
I gotta be honest, I didn't listen to half of that.
Oh my God.
I'm frankly unhappy with this court ruling, gentlemen. Well, not court ruling, sorry, this uninteresting, uninformal evidence. I think neither of you have done a good job placing the defendant at the scene of the crime and causing it,
It was him.
nor defending any of the accusations about the defendant. And quite frankly, I'm sick of talking. So, I would like everyone to hold E for me, please. And if you think Lexei is guilty of medical
Oh my god,
malpractice
that's so
at
much better to
hand,
do emotes than just randomly pressing numbers.
I would like everyone to hit number 6 and put their hand in the air. This includes both the defense and the prosecution. Please do so now. This includes the media, the witness, and the courtroom security. I
And
count
bailiff.
2 votes. Bailiff, thank you very much. I count 2 votes for the affirmation that Lexei is guilty. Now, could everyone please raise their hands for not guilty? Is that meant to be raised? Ah.
Yeah, Your
Well, then
Honor.
I believe the court has spoken. I have not ruled yet, sir. Shut up. Happy day. I know you were saying something.
No, I realized that wasn't my place. So.
Great, let's get us out of here.
Hey!
Hey, I'll admit I had no idea what to do there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Russ.
That was a mess
I-
up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was like,
Bro,
how
come
the
I didn't
fuck
get
do I
an
get,
award? I
like,
threw
say-
118 fucking things.
oh my god, I never.
All right, spam random.
Any money, man. Catch it.
Oh.
Fuck, damn it! I have to. I'm trying to eat dinner, so I'm trying not to be a talking bro. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Fuck it. Too alive.
It's fine.
Lake may be joining us. Let's go.
Ooh.
Ain't no way.
Let's go.
Let me get a.
That's
Let me
like-
get a witness clothing.
Witness clothing.
Got my police drip. I
It's a shame you can't have multiple witnesses rotate in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
would be so
multiple
good.
witnesses and the journalist getting up like 5. I think that's the 2 changes I would make.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Alright, I got my prosecution attire on. There's no way I can lose with this.
Oh, true. Sorry, I need to change.
We have to
outfit
come
as
up with a
well.
good case thing to.
Yeah, I'll admit my ability to draw a case was like, oh god, who do I?
No, it was actually
Yeah,
quite
it-
fine. It was just tricky.
I've gone back to the default cards, so we'll be getting more
Yeah,
random evidences
Yeah,
on
not
that,
gonna
things.
lie.
I think
Should
that
we
would be
do it?
better.
Should we do a
I
non-BTAC
have
round?
the greatest court
Yeah,
case.
Oh,
to
just whatever
bring
the
to
fuck, yeah.
table, But I don't want to do all the meetings, so I do have
Okay.
the case to
Next
break
round,
all
next round.
cases.
Do have the case
Next
to
round,
break
next
all
round.
cases.
Oh, it's going to be contentious. It's going to be one to remember. The trial
Oh
is essential.
no!
Boy.
Damn.
Unfortunately, someone's gonna have to be a juror.
Yes.
Um,
Hello, Lake. Welcome.
Lake.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
How do I?
Unready, and then you should be able to
Juror?
switch.
I'll do that. for the
Nick?
meeting, so it's fine.
You may be on push
Really?
to talk, Lake, and I think the default is T to talk,
Mm.
or it might just have the wrong mic selected.
you'd have to go back to the menu to change it around. Unless
is-
we're in game,
Which is very cool. So I can just push this through, and then it can get changed in game.
Mm.
But welcome in, welcome in.
Ready up down the bottom, Lake.
As the witness, you'll be called upon, and you must improv being a witness. There you are.
Hello, is this working now?
Yep.
Sorry, I was
Yep.
just figuring out.
Yay!
Welcome.
Oh god, I'm stuck as witness, huh? Okay.
Let's go.
Bilbo, don't you fucking let me go to jail, cunt.
No, you're not. You're testifying for or
Yeah, you're
against the accused. You,
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
you're the-
you, Bilbo.
We
Uh,
can do
who's the
both, right?
accused? Wait,
yeah, you do
the
both.
accused isn't here. Okay.
We
Alright.
could custom it. We could say that the bailiff does one and then the witness does the other or something. It could be something we could find a way.
No,
to
We-
do
we
it
can
that way
figure
with
it out.
multiple Witnesses.
I'm
Yeah.
here to
Is
be
my mic
the
picking up random
detective.
noise?
they all
It
do.
does.
Sounds right.
There's no noise gate in the game.
There is a horrible noise gate.
All right, I'm gonna push through.
Yippee! I haven't read any courtroom briefings. Who will my client be today? Oh, good boy. Pat, pat.
Dog.
Don't look at me like that. Ooh.
How do I do this?
Ooh. So scrolling changes it, yeah. Ooh. I don't feel so good about this. Ow.
You should.
I'm just gonna go with push to talk because the voice gate sucks.
It's
Yeah, I
awful.
think that's a good plan. Wait, so you can deliver your verdict already?
Yeah,
Alright,
I was terrified.
Oh, I can import a file for the face. What the hell? There we go.
Uh-oh.
Dino?
But literally
Sorry, I'm writing up-
sucks.
What the fuck, man?
This guy.
Yeah, go to this guy, eh?
I can't stun him or put him in
This
cuffs,
mount
so
sensitivity is insane.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's so bad.
change it. You can change
I'm
it.
sick
of it! You!
There we go.
Oh. Oh my goodness me.
Oh boy.
Alright. Allow us to begin, shall we?
Mhm.
I would like the prosecution to please begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. The accused, Neil Steele, is. We believe that he is 100% guilty of accruing not only $3 billion in credit card debt, which in itself is an impossible and potentially illegal undertaking, but also that he stole the local zoo's tiger in a bizarre bid to help pay off that credit card debt. We have plenty of evidence here that will help convince you that the defendant is guilty. I have nothing more to say in my opening statement, Your Honor. And as you can see, I am Saul Goodman, so you know that I'm like...
Oh, I thought you were Trump.
You changed the fucking
I
face.
also thought you were Trump.
Yeah, I didn't know you
Now,
could until I hovered over the face and it was like, import file.
Now, before we hear from the defendant, I would like to remind everyone that this is a no-smoking courtroom. Defendant and the defense, please take that into account. Thank you, bailiff.
Your Honor, you have a cigar in your mouth.
Yes, it's a no-smoking courtroom for everyone but me.
Oh, sorry.
I am the
Your Honor,
judge,
sorry,
after
Your
all.
Honor.
It's just JFJ,
Why is-
he is.
Wait, we have turns?
What the fuck? Your Honor, I want you to ignore what the jury is saying.
I cannot ignore evidence as presented to the court. After all, that is my job.
Corruption!
Sorry, Your Honor, may I be allowed to say my piece?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, and to the greater courtroom, I'd just like to say that the charges against Neil Steele of credit card debt and, most importantly, stealing a precious tiger from the zoo are completely inflammatory and false in every way, and we won't be standing for it. Thank you.
Very good. Let us start with the prosecution here. Prosecution, I have a question for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do the two relate?
Well,
The credit card debt and the tiger.
as
What's
I
the deal?
as I said in my opening statement, we believe the prosecution has evidence to believe that the theft of the tiger was in an effort to we believe he wanted to sell the tiger and alleviate some of his credit card debt, if not wipe it out entirely. You see, the lion that was in the zoo was actually incredibly rare, and like is
The lion or the tiger?
priceless. Sorry, tiger. It was a priceless animal.
Alright, get your facts straight, then come back to me.
All right. Well, Your Honor, I do have my first piece of
Thank you,
evidence.
journalist, that's not news. Everyone knows that I'm corrupt. Continue.
Your Honor, I do have my first piece of evidence. If you would allow me to present.
Very well.
You see, within the when the suspect was arrested, they were found with this rusty key. And upon further examination, it appears to be a rather poor attempt, but still successful attempt to forge a key to the tiger's cage. The reason it is rusty is because it was made out of scrap metal that the defendant found outside.
Interesting.
Your Honor.
That is
I
all, Your
think
Honor.
That is such a leap of logic from the prosecutor out of the gate, and I think a single rusty key that happens to be
Why'd you strike off my evidence, Your Honor?
and a single rusty key that happens to be in Neil Steele's apartment is entirely unrelated
Objection!
to.
It is entirely relevant. It isn't.
Continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is entirely unrelated and unclear how a single rusty key could be related to stealing a tiger from the zoo, let alone how the biggest zoo in the city would have their tiger hidden behind such easy security for a single man to break through. Don't you think, Judge?
I do agree entirely, yes, and I am very surprised
Objection!
that-
Objection!
Please be silent when the defendant is talking. I agree, defendant, and that is why I am making the action to strike the rusty key from the evidence from the case.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. If I could, I'd like to provide a bit of reasoning to where my client was, or why they were incapable of stealing such a precious tiger from the zoo, if I may.
Of
Judge,
course, but
can I
first
ask a
let's
question?
allow the you and the jury shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you,
I will
Judge.
allow the prosecution to finalize their case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay. I have a couple pieces of evidence that tie into a greater scheme. If you would allow me to present a couple pieces at once.
No, I will not. Anyway, moving on.
Oh.
Back to the
Thank you,
defense.
Your Honor. I'd like to bring forth two pieces of evidence that are actually completely related, explaining where my client was at the time that the tiger from the zoo went missing. First, I would like to bring to you the sound heard by everyone in the apartment building of a midnight shriek from my client, screaming in agony when, in the early morning hours of the alleged time of the crime, he stubbed his little toe. In the middle of the night, just trying to go to the kitchen, trying to get a warm cup of chucky milk to get himself back to bed, and stubbed his toe and let out a shriek that everyone in the apartment building heard, confirming what his
So
where
you're presenting
he
this
was.
as an alibi, is that correct?
As an alibi, correct, Your Honor.
Do we have any witnesses here today that can corroborate the story?
I would actually like to call in the nosy janitor.
I'll be right back, Your Honor.
It's a good question by the jury.
How do I bring the...
Prosecutor.
So when you scroll, you change the type, and when it's got the I, that's the witness, and then you
Oh, okay.
tap the one
and
that you
then-
want to call up.
This one.
Yes. Thank you for bringing my witness forward, Your Honor. This nosy janitor can confirm that my client, in the late hours of the morning, stubbed their toe, let out a loud shriek, and in so doing confirmed their whereabouts on the night of the crime.
If you do pardon me, my name is Jane. Jane the nosy janitor.
So sorry. Jane can confirm Neil Steele's location at the time of the crime.
Well, I did hear a loud shriek that popped out when I was just doing my business, and so I popped my head in through the door to see what was happening.
Your Honor, I didn't even do anything.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I've just received an image of what the tiger looked like.
Now that is a tiger if I've ever seen one. Sorry, continue, witness.
And when I walked through the door, I did in fact see this
Neil Steele?
what's his name? The Mr. Neil Steele. I saw Mr. Steele in that other room. He had just stubbed his toe on a piece of furniture.
See, Your Honor, and from the witness testimony, it is unanimously clear that Neil Steele was simply trying to have a nice warm cup of chalky milk and go back to bed, and instead has been accused with these, frankly, insulting charges of grand larceny, Your Honor.
Very interesting. Would the what do you call it? The prosecution? That's right. What would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Absolutely, Your Honor. Can you let me speak using your gavel? Remember to switch it back to the.
Yeah, Your Honor. That's
Yellow.
perfectly good, Your Honor.
Wait, let me try that again. Oops.
Yellow.
Hang on, let me try that again. Oops. How do I do that?
Your Honor, why?
This one.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Jane Nosy Janitor, is that your full name?
No, it's actually Jane Plain. I'm just nosy janitor is my day job.
I see. Mrs. Plain, if you're okay with me calling you that.
I am married, yes.
Will you confirm that this reported power outage happened in the building at the time of the shriek?
That is correct. There was a power outage that happened in the duration, and it was as I was walking around. You see, I always carry a little candle with me because the owner of the building likes, historic role play and things in the evening. So I was carrying around this little candle, and it was when I heard the loud shriek, and I walked in, and I saw that they had a stopped toe.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, breaking news. You know, I am actually. I am.
Striking resemblance.
So,
What's your name? Paul
He's
Badman?
Gol Sudman.
so, Cole Sudman. So, Mrs. Plain, is it possible that in the darkness and the poor light of the candle that you may have not seen the full picture?
I don't know what you mean. Whatever could you mean, sir?
Well, from
Judge!
the records of the
Judge!
building.
Judge!
The judge is
Help! Your
asleep.
bailiff
50
has
bucks.
arrested. Judge, wake the fuck up! I'm smoking in your courtroom.
$50.
From
Judge,
Ah! What did I do, Your Honor?
$50.
JC muted.
Your Honor, I can't speak. You've silenced me. I can't present any more evidence.
Judge.
Thank you.
Attorney Bilbo.
Okay, West.
I'll let you
Okay,
I'll give.
so you
you
say
100
that
bucks
you
if
say
don't arrest
that
me again.
the landlord
Okay.
likes his historical roleplay and authenticity and whatnot, correct?
Yes,
Hey,
absolutely.
Jess, we can hear you.
So in that case, if there was a power outage and there were no backup lights in the area, one candle would be enough to see what, maybe 2-3 feet ahead of you?
That's about right, sir.
Then how could you have possibly known that the reason my client shrieked at the time when he shrieked at when you heard it was that he had stubbed his toe and not that the tiger had gotten loose?
Well, when I walked in, I walked over to the person, and I said, hey, what's wrong? And they said, I stubbed my toe. And I said, okay.
Is it possible
Your Honor, I think
that the
the
defendant was
witness
lying?
makes an excellent point. Oh,
I
Your
don't-
Honor, objection! Badgering the witness!
I
Or
will
something.
allow
I don't know.
My apologies, Your Honor. My apologies.
I don't see how he could be badgering the witness if he is in fact a bird. They are two different animals.
Your Honor,
A very good point, bailiff. A very good point.
Your Honor, I'd like the record to show that any animal can badger anyone else. Stop looking at me, client. Fucking let me speak. Your Honor.
Objection, badgering the courtroom.
Prosecution, do you have anything else to present?
I have no more.
Good,
Nothing
then
more.
Shut up. Moving on, defense, do you have anything you want to say against the cross-examination of the witness here, or shall we move on to our next piece of evidence?
I would like to move on to our next piece of evidence, Your Honor. Thank you so much
Very
for
good.
your time.
Oh, okay, goodbye, everyone. Don't.
All right. Your Honor, I'll be seeing you next week for charges of assault.
How do I...
You gotta
That's
press.
not what
You
I
gotta
meant to
tap
do.
the red
Whack
gavel
it
again.
Whack it again. Whack it again.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
just wanted to plug my Instagram a little.
Now, does the prosecutor want to throw any more ceaseless accusations at us, or may we provide more evidence to the contrary?
The defense.
It's your
The
turn.
defense may provide evidence.
What?
The defense may
Your Honor,
provide.
I'd like.
Based on the previous interactions with the witness, I am going to rule out the power outage as admissible evidence, since it is not really relevant to the case. at
How,
hand here.
Your Honor, objection, Your Honor. How is it not?
Please, order in the court. Thank you. Go ahead, defense.
Your Honor, I would like another judge.
Your Honor, you're a great judge, and you look really sexy as well, and you're a great judge. Don't ever forget
Why,
that.
thank you.
And if I could, I would like to. Could you allow me to bring my next piece of evidence?
Absolutely, go ahead.
As
You
I
gotta
think
you gotta
we've
tap
had
the
a lot
blue
of
gavel.
talk- Yeah, you gotta tap the blue one, please. Yep. I think we've had a lot of talk about the supposed tiger kidnapping and how that's obviously not true for my client. But I'd also like to bring to attention how, in spite of the allegations of large amounts of debt on my client, that my client actually bought outright some concert tickets and decided not to go to it. which I hope to demonstrate to the courtroom that my client, responsible with their money, is in a financially stable enough situation to not have to worry about spending money and then forgetting their.
Isn't that because they stole $20 billion of credit card money?
Well, the accusation is that they have $3 billion in debt, which I'm not sure is a crime, but I guess.
Well, you can't pay back
yeah.
$3 billion of debt, which makes you a
No
debtor.
defense.
Well, they
I
could
was
with a
rooting
tiger.
for
I
you.
mean, what?
I was rooting for you,
Aww.
but I'm ruling that evidence is inadmissible.
Aww.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have anything you wish to say on the matter?
I
Any further
do.
Evidence you wish to prove?
I do. I actually.
Your name is not.
Sorry. We are the prosecution. That is my bad.
The defense has no further evidence, Your Honor.
Very good. In that case, we'll go across to prosecution.
Prosecution presents this sleeping bag that was found when the suspect was arrested. I know that the defense posited that the concert tickets were evidence of their good financial standing. However,
Your Honor.
I
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. That piece of evidence has been struck from the record.
Your Honor,
Shouldn't be
Your Honor, if
used.
you would allow me to continue.
I will sustain the objection.
Understood, Your Honor. I will refrain from referencing the thrown out evidence. Regardless, the point I'm trying to make on the defense's financial responsibility
I've
and
seen how high the ceiling is.
it's fucking huge, isn't it? Anyway, the defense. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, good, I was getting bored.
accused is an EP boy.
I thought you were about to be the fastest newspaper editor ever and be like, attention, ceiling high.
Very
So-
high ceilings.
So, the defense, when the defense was found by police and arrested for their alleged crimes, they were found in that sleeping bag outside, indicating that they are in fact homeless, that the credit card debt has gotten to them, and that they are not financially responsible. In addition, if you would please allow me to present one more piece of evidence before I move on.
What is the evidence you're presenting here? The sleeping bag indicates that they are homeless. I do not see any evidence of that. One should be free to sleep in the park with a sleeping bag if they so wish.
Okay, but that is not the law, Your Honor.
I know the law better than you.
Okay.
Any evidence that the defense would like to present?
Oh.
No, Your Honor. I think I've made my client's. Sorry, it's getting a little head warmer. I think I've made my client's case clear.
But that means we'll have
we
to go
rest,
back to
Your
the
Honor.
prosecution. I don't really want to do that. actually.
Oh. Well, the prosecution would like to call forth our witness, the stressed intern.
Very good. Let's get this witness brought in.
Welcome to the stand, stressed intern. What would you prefer to? What would you like to be called?
Well, my name is William.
William. Welcome to the stand. Now,
Thank you for
don't
having
like this
me.
guy,
It's
do you?
great to be here.
now, you witnessed the defense at the zoo at the time of the crime, and is this correct?
Yes, I saw them just a few minutes before the tiger was stolen.
And when the tiger was stolen, was the defendant among the tour group?
Well, I couldn't tell you. All I saw was them a few minutes before. But after, I definitely didn't see them present.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. May I make a statement? It is very clear by the witness's tone of voice that they are having a stroke, and we should get them medical attention immediately.
Your Honor, they're just
No way.
very tired and stressed.
Pardon if we don't mind, I've just got very large jowls.
Based upon the addition of evidence of the large jowls, we will allow the witness to stay for the time being.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Additionally, you say you found this piece of evidence at the scene of the crime. Is that not correct? The broken phone, which, sorry, and answer the question before I continue.
I believe that to be a
Yes.
leading question. You asked, is that not correct?
Sorry, my apologies.
Well,
You
pardon, Judge, but I was looking this up, and apparently the attorney that is calling the witness is potentially allowed to ask leading questions.
Shut up.
Okay, well let me
That's fair.
let me rephrase. You discovered this broken phone at the scene of the crime,
That's correct.
and you handed it to the police shortly after.
That is correct, although I did see if they had any images.
And were there any images on the phone?
None of any interest.
All right, Your Honor. The reason I present this phone to as evidence is when we handed it to the police, they were able to still retrieve the hard drive, and inside of it was a video of the defendant stealing the tiger.
Your Honor,
He was
that it's in.
He was doing it as though he was proud of it. He was recording it for his Instagram.
Your Honor, I must.
What the fuck?
Continue.
Yes.
Sorry, just screwing my grey matter back in. Your Honor, I think that if the prosecution has waited this long to bring forth such heinous evidence, then it is clear that it is actually a fabrication that the prosecutor has been waiting to be delivered to bring forth, if you catch my drift.
Your Honor, the evidence is clear cut. You can view the video.
I'm sick and tired of this courtroom bickering!
Kaiser,
You!
please spell my name into
Ow!
You! And you! Shut up! Okay.
Kaiser, how could you?
Oh, I've been
I'm gonna
duckified.
ask for a short recess in which I would like the defense and the prosecution to think about their next arguments very clearly, because I will only be hearing one more session from each of them.
There you go, Your
We're going
Honor.
to be starting with the defense. Please, bailiff, repair the defense from their chickenated state.
Your Honor, could you just give us one moment to look at the evidence before presenting it?
Thank you, bailiff.
I can charge the hammer?
You can. I don't know what it does.
Shit.
Ah! Ow!
Oh my god, it increases the duration of the stun by a lot.
Ow!
Arm attack. Wait, can I charge the baton? No.
The matter of this broken phone, I will allow the evidence to stay in
Thank
this
you, Your
one
Honor.
time. However, you will have to convince me as to why it is relevant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
You say that the defendant had video evidence of the altercation.
Maybe if the prosecutor asked me about what photos I found.
I did, and you said nothing interesting.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
let's-
maybe you could ask to elucidate on some of them.
Okay, when you say nothing interesting, what was perhaps the most interesting you saw on the phone?
Well, there was an image of a sleeping bag.
Your Honor, his
that
sleeping
was
bag.
out in the public.
Your Honor, we've already established my client has an apartment in which they were residing at the time of the crime. This is completely heinous, Your Honor.
And in which I present my final piece of evidence, if you will, Your Honor. A broken contract. Not only did the defendant break this contract by by accruing all that debt, but also in breaking his own lease. We believe that this was one of the leading causes of the defendant's actions, and in which why he stole the tiger, and why he was trying to become Instagram famous so he could earn some money from his actions. And perhaps the broken phone was indeed broken, and at a later date, due to attempting to conceal evidence.
Your Honor, I simply must object to such heinous accusations. Can I present you the real story of what's behind all this supposed
First-
evidence?
prosecution, are you done with your witness?
I have nothing more to say to the witness. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, witness.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It was a good time.
So good.
Very good. Defense, make your closing remarks, please.
Well,
What the fuck
Your Honor,
is-
I thought I had one more
What the
piece of
fuck is
evidence to
happening?
present. It'll be quick, Your Honor, I promise. Your Honor, I'd simply like to explain that this supposed evidence of my client committing the crime was in fact a deep fake caused by their passwords being leaked and then being framed for the crime at the current scene. And it is in fact a complete lie.
Objection!
fabricated by the
Objection, Your Honor.
prosecutor.
Where is the evidence?
Well, prosecutor, you've made it clear yourself that my client did not have access to their phone, as it was in fact not dropped and broken, but stolen and broken, and they are now being used as scapegoats.
Objection! You
the
twisted
crime
my
lab.
words.
Prosecutor, I'm repeating what you said. Probably, I wasn't really listening, so I don't know what you want me to.
I said that the client's phone was destroyed to conceal evidence, and that it had video evidence of them performing the crime.
Well, prosecutor, and I am saying that my client had their phone stolen, and that it was then found at the scene of the crime.
Objection, Your Honor. Where's the evidence? Where is the evidence?
Good. I'm telling.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask you to come to a verdict on this case, please, because I can't be bothered.
Your Honor, the defense has one more piece of
What
evidence
the-
that they.
Shut
What the fuck was this case about?
Tiger or something.
Credit $3 billion in credit card debt and stealing a priceless tiger
Oh,
from
that's
a
right, I
zoo.
forgot about the credit card debt.
Why do you
Tony
try to
Bilbo,
bring it up
hey,
and no
I
one
can,
listens?
I can give you an answer, Your Honor. Bilbo, did he do it?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't think that would end it.
Oh my god, that's
fuck.
brilliant.
That's so good.
Oh, holy shit.
Did I do that? What?
Oh man.
Somehow.
Alright, I am actually gonna head off. I need to finish my lunch that got here like what, 2.5, 3 hours ago.
Your lunch that's now dinner.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you. Hold on. There we go. Thank you very, very much for coming, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Super fucking goofy and stupid, as I hoped it would be. Yeah, thank you all.
Your Honor, furry.
I'm gonna kill you.
I know. You're terrific. Thanks so much. It's been a blast.
That was enjoyable.
I'm not gonna lie. Trial day. My trial of the century was gonna be Dino is a.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up.
Next time.
That's
Yeah,
coming up.
Next month.
I will say on my end,
Shall we do one
on
more?
my end, by the way, I heard Dino is a and then it cut off.
Yeah,
and
me
I was
too.
like-
Me too.
And I was like, oh,
I-
permission to say the F word?
In this case, granted.
Your Honor, permission to say a slur.
Overruled.
Oh, alright. But yeah, thank you guys. I must go to actually eat food. But that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
He
Excited.
says
You're
opening
like,
up PNG Tuber Plus.
It's good.
Yeah.
Does the defendant have anything to say to that?
Well, yeah, it is open. I plead guilty.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Alright, later,
Bye.
gamers.
Bye.
Yeah.
Again, that was fun.
Bye.
And goodbye, stream. I don't know if anyone's online to raid, but I'll double check. Jesus Christ. Oh, Soulstone's on. Let's raid Soulstone. He's playing Mass Effect. Let's get him. Fuck him up. Tell him to hand over the Dino Nuggies and give him some love. He's a good dude. Yeah, have a lovely night and or morning, depending on where you're from, where you are, and take care of yourselves. All right. Good night, gamers.